So these are the spuds I harvested out of 1.5 rows. These are the Sebagos. So I have one star here, one beautiful one. Turned out alright. So I'm going to wash these and cut them up and blanch them.
They're all beautiful and they
Beautiful
taste
spuds.
wonderful.
Yeah, so I don't discriminate as far as size goes. If they're edible, I keep them.
Oh, I just boil them. Boil
Beautiful.
them up.
Yeah, beautiful. And we'll show you from start to finish how we grow these potatoes. We have these beautiful Kifler potatoes that we bought specifically to grow. As you can see, they've got these lovely shoots on them. The last opportunity this year to grow potatoes. So I have a bed here that I have 13 potatoes to plant, and I have a bed that I've dug fairly wide so I can stagger these. So I'm going to plant them in this fashion. I had a big burial yesterday, buried a whole heap of stuff there yesterday, so I'm just going to position my 13 potatoes in that fashion along the bed, and so all I'm going to do is just dig a little hole. So you can see my soil is nice and loose, so just plant them like that with the sprouts facing upwards. Yeah. There's a couple of considerations when growing potatoes. You don't want to use any soil that has been recently limed, and you don't want to plant it where there's fresh manure. So your manure needs to be well rotted down. So I dug a whole row of Sebagos out of there yesterday. One. Ooh. Oh, Julie. There's another one. Now these are buds that I planted a couple of weeks ago out of the same batch that I just planted 5 minutes ago. You can see here where it's just popping out of the ground, all the sprouts. So I did the same thing here, I staggered them zigzag. So what we got here is a single row that we planted in the valley like I did before, and these are ready to hill up. So what I'll do is put a bit of blood and bone, give them a side dressing of blood and bone, not too close to the actual plant, but just a side dressing, and just in between the plants. Now that these have reached this height, it's time to hill them up. But one of the main reasons for hilling the potatoes up is so that your potatoes are growing under the soil and they've got a good covering on them, so they're not exposed to the daylight and they turn green. So apparently potatoes that go green are toxic. So that's the main reason for hilling them up. So now that's kind of it. So what you do is once you've hilled them up, you just water them and wait for the foliage to die back, and then you harvest your potatoes. I don't even have any to show you, but there is one pest that we get that you need to deal with. You just squash them with your fingers, and that's a 28 spot ladybird. I haven't found one this year. So normally when I see the 28 spot ladybird, I squash them straight away.